Amanda Grabowski. I'm with the University of Michigan. I'm a business systems analyst on the content management team. So my expertise is paperless innovation.
Paperless innovation.
That's what I like to call it.
That's what I'm going to call it now. I love that.
Because everybody is so stuck on paper and the old way we've always done it this way. You just don't need to do that anymore. Kids are coming in used to screens everywhere, and you just need to be accommodating to that. The biggest thing that I'm seeing is everybody wants data. They want interactive data on their signs, and they don't know necessarily how to get that, how to make that happen. So where I come in is I come here to this event. I see what people are doing. I see what software integrates best with other systems, and then I take that back. We figure out how to make that happen. So I think in our industry, the trend is getting that data somehow into a consumable format so that it can be put onto a digital sign or onto a website or anywhere you need it so that we can pull back exactly what we need. I'm seeing that as being a big trend. For sure. Some of our call centers are now using signage to integrate their call statistics. So when a manager walks into the room, they can see how many calls are waiting in a queue, how many people are available to take those calls. And it's that level of interactivity, and it's visible to everyone. There's no secrets. Everybody knows exactly where they are when they walk in. So it's really neat to see that type of integration. We've got about 390 or so, give or take a few, signs on our campuses, and we run all of it. So everybody runs through our service, and we help with the infrastructure, the licensing, training, learning every aspect of it, and then the units, they manage their own content. So we get the ball rolling, and they apply their own branding and whatever their strategy is, and we help them when they need it, but we really don't police anything that people are doing with their signs. I would say you really need to have both content people and technology people, and they have to know how to work together. I think the biggest problem is in this industry, and the people I've met in the sessions, there's very, very specific content people. They are content driven, they're marketing minds, they're advertising, and then there's the IT piece. They don't think like that, but they know the software and the capabilities. And those two groups working together, that's the biggest thing I can offer as a tip, is really get those parties talking and see what you come up with before you really just build anything. In my organization, we're IT, but we lead the marketing and communication piece of it just for signage. I'm not the expert, so I always refer to whoever I can to get the expertise. And does this look okay? Is this okay? I'm not a graphic designer. I do some of the graphic design. Because it's hard to get everyone together to work toward it. So we kind of do all of it from an IT perspective. But I would imagine that other organizations probably aren't that way. They probably are very content driven through their marketing department. Primarily in a university environment, everybody wants to showcase their faculty. Maybe an image of the faculty, maybe a long excerpt of some piece that they've written, or something about faculty, and it ends up you have to stand there and look at that sign for a half hour just to get everything out of it. And I think that the biggest struggle is, how can you still talk about your faculty and showcase whatever they did in a way that has movement, is quick, is attention grabbing, and then the person can move on, because we're already walking around distracted. We're looking at our notes, we're looking at our phone, we're doing whatever. You don't have time to sit and read a bio or read an abstract. So it's been really difficult to try to get everyone to stop making it so text heavy and get away from that and really focus on just a quick message. Throw it out there, bring it back, and move on with your day. And really that's the best way to get people's attention. It needs to be quick. You have, I think it said somewhere, I read somewhere, 5 to 120 seconds to reach your audience if they're just passing by. So in 5 seconds, what can you do? And I think we have to really change how we think about signage to get people on board with that. In my situation, it's budget. In a public university, we don't have the budget to come to an event like this and buy everything as much as we would love to. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. The second thing is, the industry is still so new to our area that nobody really knows what they're doing. So having someone to come and learn and take back and guide them through things, I think they just need to be more aware. This information here needs to be more easily available for people to be able to figure out what they're going to do. I get a ton of value out of it. In fact, I moderated a session this morning, and I'm in awe of the presenter. It was Anna White she did the futuristic advertising in Minority Report. She was the brains behind that, and the whole time she was speaking, I was like jumping out of my chair. I just couldn't wait to talk to her. So to me, it's very exciting, and you get to make those connections, and you get ideas. It's like a big idea factory here for me. And then when I go back, I want to do this and I want to do that. And after EduCom last year, I did that. I went back and I implemented everything that I could. So I think it's a must attend for sure. DSE, simply amazing.